This is the paper that I've requested that you bring. It's a 10 by 14 Arches pad, and you know that it's a pad because the pages are individually in here. You can flip through them. This is different from a block. The block will look just like this, but it will have like a black vinyl seal all the way around. Don't bring that one, that'll just make extra work for yourself. But we're going to actually be tearing these in half when we're in class, and I just wanted to show you how you can do this ahead of time to make it a little easier. You can obviously just measure across and then just cut them straight down the middle with some scissors, but I kind of think it might be a little easier just to fold it in half and tear. So I just wanted to show you what that looks like. When you line your corners up, you just want to press here, and because it is a really thick sheet of paper, I like to take like a little glass bottle and burnish this fold line right here, and I flip it over, do the same thing on the other side, maybe a couple of times, and then it will tear nicely. And you just want to kind of help guide it a little bit and just take your time with it. You can even flip it over and start on the other end. And there are your two sheets. So we're going to be doing several small paintings throughout the workshop that are this size. So if you want to go ahead of time, a few days before class starts, go ahead and tear in half, 3 to 4 of these sheets, and come to class with these just like this, and you'll be set to go. For mounting these sheets, it's really easy to go to Walmart, Staples, someplace similar, and just get an inexpensive clipboard, okay, just like this. Sometimes they might have this kind of clip. It doesn't really matter. You just want the board. It can be this wooden type material, or even if they're plastic. And then you're just going to use good old-fashioned masking tape to tape your paper down when we do our paintings. But this is a very inexpensive board. Don't go to an art store and spend $20 on an art board. Go to Walmart, spend $1.89 on a clipboard, and you'll be set for that. I have requested that you bring one solid sheet of Arches 140-pound cold press paper, and this is what it looks like. And as you can see, it's a pretty large sheet of paper, okay? So ahead of time, the week before class, I would recommend making sure that you've got this sheet of paper, but before you bring it to class, it would be really helpful for you to go ahead and tear this sheet of paper in half. And it's very much like the small sheet. You're just going to bring it over, line it up corner to corner. This one's a little larger, so press down very heavy with this hand, whichever hand you're using, and bring this hand over, and then quickly and with confidence push down. And then you're going to get your seam in place just like that. Now again, it's a thick paper. I'm still using just a little smooth glass bottle to burnish and press this fold line down. I'll open it up. I really like to tear the paper when I'm using it because the edge of watercolor paper is really beautiful. This is a deckled edge and this is a torn edge. Each sheet will have, when you get a full sheet, they'll have both. And so we want to maintain that and keep a nice natural edge. If you cut the edge with scissors, you really lose that nice, soft, handmade quality of the paper. I really think you'll be satisfied with having that. You can even see in the fold, when you fold it, it begins to give you this little crinkle and tear that looks very much like the original edge of the paper. It's really nice. We want to preserve that. So after you have burnished a fold line, then you're just going to very carefully just begin to tear. And just go slowly. I lift up each side a little bit at a time. You don't want to rush it. You want it to tear all the way down. If you meet with a little bit of resistance, then just flip it over to the other side and start fresh from the edge, working your way to the center. And there you go. There you have your 2 half sheets now. Now, I realize that if you're traveling by air, these are still a little large, so if you need to, if you're traveling by air, take each of these sheets and just fold them in half again using the same process, so that you'll end up with 4 separate sheets that are much smaller. They're half the size, and it will be okay for the project that we're going to do. Your original piece of watercolor paper is eventually going to be broken into 2 segments, so if you tear it in half early, that's okay. We can make that work once we're in class, but it will make it very easy for you to travel with that.